All right, Bears fans, Merry Christmas. Looking ahead to the Bears 49ers game today. So let's first start with the defense, see what we have to do to win this game. Mullins, the 49ers QB, is young. He does get rattled. The fumbles, the interceptions that have come from their offense, partially due to that and due to others, has the 49ers with a negative 22 overall turnover ratio on the season. As always, the key to the Bears getting more possessions, keeping their offense on the field, driving down the field, and being able to score more points, as well as control the clock, is going to be getting those interceptions, getting him to throw the ball up and make costly mistakes. Now, how exactly to do that? That's a good question. It's going to come from our ability to rush the passer. The 49ers have given up 44 sacks on the year. That's a lot when you stop to look at the offensive line. I mean, it's not 64 like we've seen Jay Cutler endure and some other quarterbacks, such as David Carr had to take in the NFL. But 44 is a lot. It means the offensive line is not doing well. And now you're looking at putting Hicks and Mack against them, as well as Eddie Goldman, Roy Robertson Harris. And it's going to be a really tough day for the 49ers to try not to add to those statistics. When you get the quarterback off his spot, when you get him moving and get him throwing off that back foot, throwing well on the run, that ball kind of is going to wobble out. It's not going to come out with conviction. It's not going to zip to the target. And leaving it in the air a little longer gives the defensive backs a chance to break on the ball. A key is going to be bottling up the running game, of course, and then forcing them to pass it, and then pinning your ears back and getting after the passer. Bears offense can really help them out by jumping out to an early score or two, putting the 49ers behind the eight ball where they have to throw the ball, and then getting after the passer and really just kind of dominating all day. It should be a pretty straightforward game plan going in to this game. Offensively speaking, the 49ers play a 4-3 defense. They have switched from the 3-4 when Vic Fangio was there. A lot of Bears fans are still kind of going to be wondering, well, don't they play a 3-4? No, they don't. Once Fangio left, they converted back to the 4-3. 4-3 defense again, going to try to get to the edge. So you're going to see a lot of that edge run. Tariq Cohen, don't be surprised to see Miller, Gabriel on the jet sweeps. Things that kind of force the defense to move laterally, take the runs outside of the tackle box and force the defense to move flat and horizontally as opposed to getting upfield and trying to make plays in the backfield or running straight into 4 300-plus pound defensive linemen. Obviously, we want to make sure that we do run up the middle to keep the defense honest, but there's got to be a little bit of forcing this defense to move horizontally along the playing surface. In the passing game, 4-3, your normal target spots in the middle of the field, either behind the middle linebacker, or in front of him, depending on his drop, to each corner of the field, behind the corner, and outside the safety. And then, of course, if you get a read of cover 4 where the safeties drop back immediately, you've got that seam route created behind the tight end right down the middle where you can hit it. And if you can run all 3 deep and they're on a standard cover 2 with 2 safeties deep and they press out on the receivers, you have that big wide open seam right down the middle for Trey Burton to take advantage of. So there's a lot of different ways the Bears can attack this defense, and it's going to be interesting to see how they choose to do it. The 49ers haven't been playing particularly well. Their rankings are in the dead middle of the league as far as 12th on yards allowed and 14th on points allowed. But, they haven't been playing the cream of the crop, and the Bears are really kind of clicking on all cylinders and at the top of their game. So while we want to say any given Sunday, we want to make sure that we remember that this is the NFL and things can happen. The ball can bounce funny. This looks like a game that the Bears should have. So bear down. Let's enjoy this win, and I'll see you on the boards.